Welcome back, Manna Church. We are talking about Jesus at the center for Morning Manna this week. And today is sort of a part two to our talk from yesterday on how big Jesus is. The person who lives a life centered on Jesus recognizes Jesus' supremacy and his sovereignty, that he is in charge of everything and nothing can prevent his will from coming to pass. Again, we mentioned that yesterday. Having Jesus at the center means fearing God well, and this is going to be a little bit of a theme for us throughout the week. Having reverence for him, respecting his holiness, his sovereignty, his transcendence. The preacher says in Ecclesiastes 5:2, "Be not rash with your mouth, nor let your heart be hasty to utter a word before God. For God is in heaven, and you are on earth. Therefore, let your words be few." This is what it means to fear God, recognizing that he is holy and far above us in his majesty, his goodness, his power, his worth, and so on. And then responding accordingly. It's not just recognizing, it's also responding. On the one hand, this is humbling and it demonstrates how small we actually are, but there's another side to this. In fact, the implications of this truth are vast and startling. This is actually really, really good news. Let me mention just one big reason today as to why this is good news. The one who fears God well, who has Jesus at the center of their life, can live free from fear. Now, notice what I just said here. Living free from fear comes from fearing God well. And that can sound like a contradiction, but it's not, because it means that God is absolutely in charge. And when you're the favorite child of the one who is completely in charge, then you have nothing to fear. No enemy or tragedy or misfortune can come at you without coming through God. When Jesus is at the center of your life, there will be a peace that you cannot find anywhere else. You can face the storms of life and know that God has only good for you in them. You are guaranteed that God will uphold you and preserve you in your relationship with him, and that he will bring vindication for those who follow him. He is your protector, defender, champion, and Father. You only need to fear him. So let's live with Jesus at the center and see how his perfect love casts out all fear.